Uptown-Boxing here with Mike Kim. What's going on, man?
What's up?
Just saw you sparring at the gym here at Johnny Tacos.
Yes, sir.
Tocco's, I'm sorry.
Toccos.
How you feeling today? And I want to hear some of the stories that Lewis was telling me about.
Well,
Tell me
sure.
how you messed up your thumb in the middle of a fight.
So that was back in July, and for those of y'all watching the video now, it's February, and I'm pretty much just getting back into sparring, just trying to get my timing and stuff back. What happened in that fight was I was matched up against a dude who was a pretty tough pressure fighter. He would come in, he would bring his head down, and then just come into my punches, right? So I was boxing him. My best punch is the overhand. So that's my favorite punch. I know all the setups and all the exits for it. So we're boxing, and I throw an overhand, and he kind of just ducks his head directly down, and my thumb came down onto the top of his head. And right then, I knew it was broke. I knew 100% that it was broken. And this is maybe 30 seconds into the first round of the fight. And so so I'm like, ooh, that is not right. I can't close my hand. Something's going on here. So I'm like, I did the knucklehead thing to do, which was let me test it. And so I hit him as hard as I could with it again. And I was like, yep, that shit's broke. So
what kind of feeling did you get? Did you get like, was it all your whole body or just your arm?
It was just like, it was like I had no control over my hand. You know, like like you
it's
can
like numb.
Yeah, well, you can normally close your hand and do this stuff. You can do all these things with your fingers.
Yeah. I
couldn't do any of that. So I was kind of like punching with a little claw here. And so that round ends, right? I'm basically just using my left, my jab, and I would duck in and then hit a double hook, hook to the body, hook to the head. And I go back to my corner. I talk to Lou, and I just put my arms on the ropes, right? And I'm like, my hand's broke. Lou's like, shit, are you serious? I was like, yep. And then he was like, well, you got the other hand. And I was like, that's all we said.
Right.
And then I went in there, round 2 and round 3, boxed him from the outside, used my jab, ducked in when he had, because he had a tendency to load up on his right hand when he wanted to throw it. So I could always tell when he was going to throw his right hand. So I'd be like, bang, slip this way, hook, and it got him every time. And he was stumbling like by the third round. If I had 2 more rounds or 2 hands, I think I could have got him out of there. But, that's not the way it goes. But I did beat his ass with one hand. So that's a pretty cool moment for me because, it's what was cool about it to me was that the thought never entered my mind that I would lose the fight. It's just a thing that I dealt with. Oh,
Adapted.
My hand's broke.
Right.
Got to use my left. That's the only thought I had. I fought with my left hand the best that I could, and I won the fight. So it's pretty crazy. Lou, don't tell him I told you this, but Lou said that was one of his fondest boxing memories, cornering that fight, and that means a lot to me because he's a guy who's seen a shitload of boxing, and to be able to give him that after he's given me so much, it's a good feeling.
Awesome, man. So that was a 5-rounder?
3 rounds.
3 rounds. Okay.
3-round amateur fight. Yeah.
What hotel casino?
It was at the D.
It was at the D. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was in June.
That was in July.
July. I'm sorry.
Yep. And so I'm walking out. They gave me this bullshit belt. They give the winners or whatever.
Okay.
So I'm walking out with this bullshit belt. I'm all sweaty. I'm like, well, my hand's broken. I can't drive with it or anything. So I'm driving home with one hand, and I'm passing by the emergency room, and I'm like, do I really? It's 11 o'clock at night. Do I really want to sit here in this emergency room for like 3-4 hours with this hand? I was like, nah, I'm just going to sleep. So I went to sleep, and then I started calling doctors in the morning. got in. Someone had a cancellation, and I got in with an orthopedic hand surgeon, a specialist, that same day. So we scheduled our surgery, and then the rest is history. I mean, I was in the cast for like 2 months, and then after that, physical therapy, and physical therapy is a bitch, but make it through it.
That's kind of crazy that you bring that up. These are some of the things that fighters have to deal with all the time, right? Like little nicks and yeah. So how do you feel now? You feeling better?
So here's the thing. When I first got back in the gym, I wasn't particularly cleared to do it, but I'm just throwing my left hand basically.
Right.
I'm just basically throwing 6 rounds on the bag, just jabs. 6 rounds, hooks and jabs and combinations, all with my left hand.
Yeah.
So it actually helped me a lot because I had become too reliant on my power, and I wasn't really setting it up as well. These days I have a better mind for setting punches up, and I have more dexterity with my left hand. I know where to put it better. So it's it actually helped me a lot. And
so your right hand, it's back to normal, you would say?
I wouldn't say so. No, it's not back to normal.
Right.
It's if I hit it at the wrong angle, it will hurt like a bitch. But I've been in sparring, and when I hit it the first time in sparring, it was debilitating. Like I couldn't continue.
Wow.
Second time, same story. Third time, I made it through, and then each time I bang my hand up, it hurts a little less. So I'm hoping that one of these times it's just not gonna hurt at all. But it's helping me set it up better. So.
Oh my fucking God!
Sound like a dog for real. Whoa. Could it give you an edge at all?
It might. I mean, here's the thing. Having to work around my right hand being disabled has improved the whole rest of my game. My left hand in particular has gotten a lot better since I broke the hand. So you could say it's already paid its dividends in the training that I did while I couldn't use my right hand at all. So we're gonna see what it looks like when I get back to being able to fully use it. So I'm excited to see it. We're gonna arm my right hand and bring it back in a big way. So I'm excited.
All right. Well, do you have anything to say to the fight fans? Are you watching any of the fights that are going on in the pros at all, or?
Yeah. I actually. We're getting Kovalev versus Ward again, right? Rematch.
It's getting very close.
Right.
Not sure what's
that
going
fight,
on.
I'm really interested in because Kovalev's kind of my dude, and despite that, I feel like he won the first fight, to be honest. But talking to people, it's just what you like to see.
Right.
Really, it's like if you like to see pretty boxing on the outside, you probably scored it for Ward. If you like to see like power and damage, you probably scored it for Kovalev. Yes. So it depends on who you are, is who you think won the fight. I think Kovalev won, so I really want to see it again, see like a definitive, finish. So that'd be great.
Kind of like how Leo had with Carl Frampton.
Yeah.
They got to fix whatever that happened in the first fight. Are you interested in the fight coming up tomorrow? Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia?
Okay, so Danny Garcia is so talented, but I don't know. I just like Keith Thurman's style more. I think I don't know. It just agrees with me.
Is he more of a mixed bag?
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, end of the day, everybody's got their preferences, right?
Right.
Keith Thurman's a guy I feel like I can identify with. Like I feel like we have felt the same things at certain points in our boxing. So I always root for a guy that I feel like I can identify with a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, is there anything else you would like to say to the fight fans? Any of your fans? Any shout outs you want to give out to?
Shit. Look me up on Facebook. It's Cyclone Mike, and stop picking your nose and change your underwear.
There you go. All right, man. Thanks for interviewing with us.
Hey, no problem.